Hello everyone, welcome to Automotive Review. Let's begin. Today we are talking about a legendary American muscle car that became an icon of its time, the 1970 Pontiac Trans Am, a name forever etched in car culture. This car delivered a unique blend of performance, styling and presence that still lives in the hearts of enthusiasts even today. The 1970 Trans Am made its debut during the peak of the muscle car era, and it helped solidify Pontiac's image as a high-performance brand. The car was based on the Pontiac Firebird, but the Trans Am was the most performance-oriented version. In 1970, General Motors had started slightly detuning its engines due to new emission regulations, but Pontiac managed to keep the Trans Am powerful and exciting. Under the hood, it featured a 400 cubic inch or 6.6-liter V8 engine that produced up to 345 horsepower, which was quite impressive for its time. The car came with a 4-speed manual transmission, giving drivers a raw, engaging experience that made them feel connected to the road. The exterior design of the 1970 Trans Am was equally striking. It had an aggressive front end with a functional shaker hood scoop that helped the engine breathe better. The car featured iconic blue racing stripes that ran across its body, adding to its sporty appeal. A rear spoiler gave it a more performance-oriented stance, and the front bumper was integrated into the body, which was a bold new design choice for that era. It also had functional air dams and fender vents, which weren't just for show. They improved aerodynamics and helped keep the engine cool. Inside, the 1970 Trans Am offered a no-nonsense muscle car experience. The interior had deep bucket seats that hugged the driver, sporty gauges, and a 3-spoke steering wheel gave it a purposeful performance look. Everything inside the cabin was focused on driving pleasure. There wasn't much luxury, but that's what made it special. It was all about speed, control and power. Driving the 1970 Trans Am was an adrenaline-filled experience. The V8 growled with every push of the pedal, and the rear-wheel drive layout made every corner an adventure. It demanded respect from the driver. It wasn't a car for the faint of heart. The power delivery was raw, the handling was tight, and the braking was firm. It made you feel alive every time you hit the road. Only a limited number of 1970 Trans Ams were produced, making it a rare gem. Today, collectors around the world seek well-preserved models, and their value has gone up significantly over the years. Car shows, muscle car events and classic auctions always feature this beast, and it never fails to turn heads. The Trans Am also had a strong motorsport presence back in the day. As the name suggests, it was inspired by the Trans-American Racing Series. Although the production car was not built for racing, it carried the spirit of competition and performance in every detail. It was designed to look fast, go fast and feel fast. The 1970 model year was particularly special because it marked a shift in the muscle car world. While regulations were tightening and insurance companies were making high-performance cars harder to own, Pontiac still pushed forward with a car that refused to compromise on excitement. This made the Trans Am stand out from the competition. Even decades later, the 1970 Trans Am remains one of the most iconic American muscle cars. It represents an era of raw mechanical engineering and bold design. It's not just a car, it's a statement. When you see one driving down the road or parked at a classic car meet, you instantly know it's something special. And for enthusiasts, restoring one is like bringing history back to life. Original parts, rare paint options and factory-correct details are all part of the journey. People invest time, effort and passion into these restorations, because the 1970 Trans Am deserves it. Its legacy is also kept alive in pop culture and media appearances, whether in magazines, films or video games. The 1970 Trans Am has become more than just a car. It's a symbol of American performance culture. Its thunderous engine note, its wide stance and its muscular body all combine to create a timeless classic. So if you ever get the chance to see or drive a 1970 Trans Am, consider yourself lucky, because you're experiencing a piece of automotive history, a machine built with passion, designed for thrill and remembered for eternity. Thanks for watching Automotive Review. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more legendary car stories and in-depth reviews. We'll see you in the next video.